Is Disney done with DEI as Tangled Remake gets a white actress? Now, those both are question marks, but our official host recommended this topic, so why don't you provide some context?
Oh, yes, of course. Here we are. So Disney is set to hire a white actress to star in the latest reboot after dumping DEI amid woke fury. Oh my gosh. Am I dreaming here? Am I dreaming? So
This
finally,
isn't Dylan Mulvaney, is it?
where?
No, I was making a joke about white actress.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you say you're making a joke, but it could be very true because again, Dylan Mulvaney was actually in the theater on and they now these people call him a woman. So no, that could easily fit in right there. As much as that's a joke, it's also serious.
Yeah.
You've just described me and my mentor, trying to be funny and serious at the same time. Go ahead, Empress. Go on.
Okay, so Disney is reportedly set to ditch its DEI-focused casting and hire a white actress for its latest live-action reboot as the company attempts to end its run of box office bombs. The studio has suffered a string of flops in recent years after recasting previously white characters with actors of color, including Latina actress Rachel Zegler as Snow White earlier this year. Zegler's outspoken pro-Palestine social media posts also led to criticism of Disney, which suffered a $50 million loss from the movie. The poor box office.
It. I think that's being quite conservative in how much money that Snow White lost. Now, folks, if Arabs actually went to the cinema, then Zegler's outspoken pro-Palestinian views would have probably made Disney a profit. And I think this is the biggest problem with Disney and all of these companies, is that they're not financially motivated anymore and haven't been for quite a while. They're ideologically motivated, and that motivation stems from we have to destroy the past to build the future. And it's all built from this concept where the glories of the past have to be destroyed. All national traditions and norms have to be wiped out in view of the fact that we need this brave new world 1984 global way of looking at things where you get fined and thrown in prison for not recycling. So take it away, Empress. You laugh, but that is literally a thing in the UK.
It just sounded funny. So, the poor box office showing led Disney to shelve its plans to remake Rapunzel, fearing a woke rebrand of the blonde-haired character could repeat its dismal showing. But now the movie has since been relaunched, fueling speculation over who could be cast to hinge the blockbuster's fortunes on. Industry insider Matthew Belloni, which sounds like a bologna sandwich or bologna salami, revealed that Disney exclusives told him that the anti-woke shift within the company is now well known. I hope to God Disney is about to cast a new Rapunzel in the revived live-action remake of Tangled, he wrote in his Puck newsletter. I'll bet you the price of that long braided wig that the gig will go to a white actress. Oh my gosh, hopefully.
Oh, yeah. People need to understand that if they do this, they cast a blonde-haired, blue-eyed woman in the Tangled remake and it makes bank. Disney are going to face a hailfire of pressure in that they are catering to white supremacist needs, and the company will be wiped out in a different way. Because the opposition we are facing, folks, there's a reason all of these corporations are bending the knee to it. Because if Disney decide to go against the grain, the powers that be that you don't see on the surface will come out of the woodwork and try their level best to wipe out this company. And believe you me, you don't stay in power by doing things piecemeal. That's all I'm going to say in that regard. So good luck to Disney in doing this. Fingers crossed it doesn't kill your company for different reasons.
Yeah, there's more though, and there's more. So while he stopped short of naming any names, Scarlett Johansson is being is being eyed to. I just thought that she's like gonna be Rapunzel. I'm like, what? So eyed to star as Mother Goldhill. I don't know how to read that in the new movie. Reports Variety. Mother what?
Gothel.
Gothel, okay.
Yeah.
Production of the reboot was paused back in April following Snow White's dismal box office performance. That's probably abysmal, but I don't see the other letter. For some reason, there is not one. Disney and Ziegler...
It was probably written by an American empress, so no wonder you're having trouble saying it in English. Because an American typed this up. Before we continue, Ryan, do you have any thoughts on this so far?
I do. They said Snow White lost probably $50 million. Is that's what they said?
Yeah, that's what's written.
No. Snow White didn't lose $50 million. Its box office was $205.7 million. The budget was estimated to be $240 to $270 million. It's called the rule of three because the theater takes half a cut, and then of course the production budget, probably $350 to $400 million lost on this stupid movie because Rachel Zegler can't get out of her own way. First off, she can kick rocks. Good riddance to trash. But no, Disney I don't think they've learned their lesson in any way, shape, or form. They're saying on the face of it, like, hey guys, we understand that like you guys have problems with this, but they continue to have box office bomb after box office bomb. Tron Ares seems to be the newest one. And I'm a big fan of the Tron series. The first movie is great. The second movie I think is incredible. And then this third movie, from everything I've heard about it, I haven't seen it yet, but everything I know about it thus far, you took characters from the last movies. You went, we don't need them. It's fine. It's like, no, it's not fine. Like you could have easily I think Olivia Wilde is a weirdo, and she is, but she still needed to be in the fucking movie, and she wasn't in the movie. They continue to make bad decision after bad decision, and no, I don't believe this crap. I really don't. I think this is basically counting your chickens before they've hatched, and that's usually what the media does with Disney. They give them the benefit of the doubt, and then later on, everybody's like, "Oh, that was a piece of shit. Why did I watch that?"
Yeah, I'm personally very disappointed by all the castings of all the actresses in general, especially when they casted Ariel, and I'm like, a black girl? What? Mm-hmm. So basically, when you go back and you check other things before, all the women that have red hair are like switched now. They're black. So I'm like, well, if anybody has to play me in the movie someday, I'm gonna be a black woman. Great.
I will make sure until the end of time that if this show ever gets remaked, the lady does not get turned into a black person. I don't care if it's 2,500. That ain't ever happening on a network show.
Never. I mean, it's gonna be so freaking racist, to switch people like that. Just it's nuts. And there were some rumors circulating a few years back that they're going to remake Xena, and even some people said, why not make her a black woman? I'm like, what are you talking about? And this is me being livid, so I don't know how you can imagine this, but I'm exploding. So
Michelle
I'm like,
Obama, a Xena warrior princess, ladies and gentlemen.
She is Greek. Greek
Keep
with
that
blue
sword
eyes.
away from me, Michael. Keep it away. Keep it away from me.
This is travesty. Just as much as I will hate if somebody casts a white person to play T'Challa, in the same manner, I will be so pissed if somebody plays a white character when they're black. I just can't, especially not someone so iconic. This is absolute heresy in Warhammer terms. So, yeah.
What's heretical is that Wakanda even exists in fantasy. But in all seriousness, Empress, why don't you finish quoting this article?
Yes, Disney and Ziegler were trashed for tearing apart the beloved classic. Ziegler in particular came under fire for her takes on the classic plot from 1937, such as saying that the prince literally stalks the princess and said the love story was weird. You are weird. You have no idea, Rachel Ziegler, what love is. You're so dumb. I'm just so pissed. Sorry. This was retarded, by the way. I remember that because she is trashing the classical tale that's so beautifully made. Just look at that. It's so old, but it's made in such an amazing way. It has a soul, and it's a love story. It's beautiful. Like the prince saves the prince.
Think of it this way, Empress. Right? Think of the leftist mindset. Anything made before 1945 has to be evil because before 1945, we allowed a murderous ideology to exist in the world. And because we allowed that, we're evil. So our ancestors were evil, so we are evil, so this has to be destroyed. This is how left-wing people think. This is why they want to destroy history, destroy the past. Okay, they'll rewrite their own bloody history. They'll do that till the cows come home. But they will destroy your history because it was part of a time where this group of people who we utterly despise, supposedly, did bad things. We're dealing literally, we're dealing with people who think the world started in 1945.
Yeah, I don't think that they think. I mean, if they taught anything, would be great. But everything that they say that comes out of their mouth is just emotion. That's not supplemented by thinking at all. And by the way, they also try to rewrite our books here, our history books as well, to basically try to paint it as we were never under the Turkish slavery. We were totally fine. Nobody tried to, change our fate and beat us and rape us every 5 seconds. That never happened. The Turkish people are fine.
They should ask a question in Bulgarian schools. What was worse, 50 years of communist occupation or 500 years of Islamic occupation? And debate as to which is worse. But no.
You should... the Islamic thing. Exactly. I mean, they freaking boiled people in vats, and I've seen this with my own eyes. They're kept in like one famous church of ours. So
I'm definitely not taking notes right now, folks. I'm not taking notes.
Okay,
but please, Empress, finish off the quoting.
Sorry. The actor's casting was not the only criticism, as fans took issue with Disney ditching the 7 dwarf characters in favor of a diverse group of magical creatures of all heights, gender, and race.
That thing's crazy, too, because they had the dwarves filmed. They were in the movie, and because of what's-his-face from Game of Thrones complained about it, they cut them all out, took their jobs away, and replaced them with animations.
Tyrion Lannister is the only dwarf that should exist in pop culture.
I guess.
Look, Peter Dinklage is an incredible actor, but to shoot your mouth off because you're fucking drunk, which he was drunk on that podcast, by the way.
I'm sure.
It's so discriminatory to... Dude, shut the hell up. You basically climbed the ladder as like a famous person and a massively beloved character, and then he decided to drop kick the ladder out from under everybody else. Like,
he did.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
This was a role for a people of a certain demographic who could be considered a minority because they are, and you just went, fuck that, because you know what? It's discriminatory. Again, these narcissistic pieces of crap just destroy everything.
I think they killed Willow's season 2 for that same thing, because it all happened at the same time.
Yeah,
not that show had any redeeming qualities with all the crazy shit that was going on in there, but
I don't think the drinking of the bug, let's just say white stuff at the end, really probably killed that too.
I mean, you had to turn the chick into a girl boss lesbian. That was another thing they had to do it.
I don't want my brain filled with that information. The less said about Willow, the better.